Hello everyone, I'm excited to come on today and share with you the new ink colours from that are upcoming in the new Stampin' Up catalogue for 2018 to 2019, and some of the lovely new stamp sets and products too, and a few of them I've been working with. You've seen some sneak peeks on my blog, so let's get on and share with you some of these exciting new goodies. First of all, I'll introduce you to the new colours. There are 5 new colours. They are Lovely Lipstick, which is a really nice rosy sort of red. And then we've got, and it comes with its matching ink pad, which are now all new and easier to open. So they just flip up and you just slide them down, same as you did with the other ones. And then we've got Grapefruit Grove, which is quite a nice soft orange. It's not too garish and in your face as some can be. I'm sorry about the glare, with its matching ink pad. And then really bright and cheerful is the Pineapple Punch. And again with its matching ink pad. I'll just say quickly about the ink pads. They've now got a little strip on the inside here, so when you've got them all sort of like open on your desk and you're building up your patterns, your pattern backgrounds, you can actually see at a glance which colour before you put your stamp on it, because many a time, even yesterday when I was doing a card, I put my Berry Burst inked up stamp into my mint macaron pad, which wasn't ideal, but no excuse now. I've got the little line there to tell you what colour you're going to use, and they're so easy to open and close now. They just lift up, you slide it down, lock into place, ink up your stamp like we used to, and then you just she says now I won't be able to do it on there you go, and then you just pop them closed. Anyway, on with the rest of the colours. We've got Call Me Clover, which is a lovely green, and same with the ink pad. All the ink pads now stack as well. As you can see, they'll stack on your desk on top of one and each other. So that's sort of like easier to, with the old ones, they wouldn't stand, they sort of like slide off of each other, but these have got the little, you won't be able to see them I don't think, little dimples there that fit into holes on the tops of, so they actually will click into place, and they're sort of like, they'll stay, they're not going to move. That's a little, I've got to get a new ink pad, but mint macaron is coming back and I love that green. We've got some retired colours that have come back, and they've brought some new colours in. Anyway, that was Call Me Clover. Can you tell I'm excited for all these new goodies? And Blueberry Bushel is this lovely blue. It's kind of a bit royal blue. It reminds me of the my girls, their ballet outfits that they had when they used to go to ballet when they were little. So that's your new ink colours and your fab new ink pads. Now we'll get on to some of the pretties. What shall I show you first? I will share with you the this gorgeous suite here. Let me hold this other one out of the way. This one is called the Share What You Love suite, and you can see all these lovely goodies that you get. Let me move everything out of the way, because one of the gorgeous things is this paper. So I'm trying to be sensible, but it's just not me. Anyway, I've got this gorgeous floral that matches. It's got the same some of the same elements as in the on the stamp set, so you can like that's there. You've got all the little leaves, so that's that one. And then on the reverse you have this gorgeous stripe, and then this one has, actually you can see it's got pearlised elements, sort of like on the flowers. So that'll really look nice when someone's got your card on their mantelpiece, and they'll be able to see all the detail every time the light catches it. And then you've got a really useful green foliagey design on the back, and it's not coming out as bright and vibrant as it is in sort of like in real life on the camera, but it's actually a really lovely green. Look at this. I would love wallpaper in this. It has the same flowers again as in the stamp set, but blown up bigger. And then you've got the little ones as well, and they've picked out the little accenty stems and stalks. That is gorgeous. And on the back of that you've got like a script, and actually they've got a handwritten embossing folder coming out. No, not an embossing folder, a background stamp coming out that sort of like is very similar to this, which is going to be super useful. Another lovely floral, but on the other side, wait for the wow. Ta-da! Look at that. It's amazing. I love that. Absolutely gorgeous. You imagine that as a box lid. And then we've got a lovely polka dotty. It's got all of the colours that are in all of the other papers. And then again you've got pearlised flowers in this gorgeous orangey colour. And then look at that. And these will be lovely. You could hand cut these out and add them onto the fronts of your projects, sort of like use a little bit in the background. I always like to use it sparingly, so I just use like a little strip, like I did in this card I made using the things from this suite. So you got a bit of this, but only a tiny bit, and then that's going to last you for ages. And then I used one of the petal pear embossing folders. I'm quickly trying to see if I can find it for you. But they're just two little narrow embossing folders that just for that, just if you want that, just a little bit of detail down the side of your project. But of course, I've got them here, but can I find them? No, I can't. In a word. Oh, it's so frustrating. Oh, no, hang on here, I've got them. There you go. You've got one that's like a viney. Can't really see like that, can you? Daft woman. It's got, that's not much better. It's got like a vine. And then the other one is the floral one that I used here. And I've actually used the, just trying to get so you can see, the debossed side, which is equally as beautiful as the embossed side. And then I just used the background stamp there I stamped off the first generation of ink, and then did like a lighter sort of like background, so that I could stamp these over the top and colour them and it would still work. And then I used the lovely label punch there as well, but you can see how all the elements work beautifully together, and you can see that lovely velvet ribbon. I'll share that with you in a second. Right, also in this kit, you're gonna not in the kit, in the suite, you'll be able to get these, excuse my blue fingers, pearlised doilies that are sort of super pearly on one side but plain on the other, and you can colour them with your inks, you know, just with the ink pad. They'll colour beautifully to work in with any of your projects. You also get in this suite a embossing folder that is absolutely gorgeous. It is so detailed. It's called the Lovely Floral, and this is what, let me see if I can, so if I move the light with it, or You can see there, it's beautiful. And I think that, just like a little sentiment and a bit of ribbon, would make a beautiful little card just on its own, like a little note card. So that's, and it's one of the thick ones, so you get a really good deep emboss. And the deboss side is beautiful as well. Another thing you can get in this kit is a embellishment kit, and it's got the Stampin' Up's little mission statement thing on the top there. It says, "To love what we do and share what we love, as we help others enjoy creativity and worthwhile accomplishments. In this we make a difference." Inside that, you get this. It's a lovely, really sturdy box. You get, I have used some of it, I will say. You get some little laser cut tags for your sentiments, and then you get some tranquil tide baker's twine. You can see on there. Some pearlized thread, and then you get loads of these little, they're little metal roses that I used on, which card did I use it on? I used it on the bow, to trim the bow on this card, and it looks so pretty. And then in there also is some little mini cute paper clips. So that's the embellishment kit. And then I absolutely love this velvet ribbon in Rich Razzleberry, which is one of the main colours in this kit. There's sort of like accents of it in a lot of it. It just looks beautiful, and it is so tactile because it's velvet. It just feels lovely. So I think that is just about everything in the, oh no, and the stamp set, of course. And you've got some lovely sentiments. It's a beautiful day. I'm lucky to have a friend like you, which is what I used on this card that I featured on my blog today. And then that lovely washy background that you can, bit like a watercolour wash, that you can use to just give a bit of background detail on your cards. And then some pretty florals that you can quite easily fussy cut out. Love what you do and thank you. I think thank you is one of the most popular cards that I send out or I make. So I'll shift all this out of the way, and then I want to bring in the Detailed with Love. Sweet. Now, you saw this card that I made on my blog this week, and I made the background. You can see that stamp there and that stamp there. If I bring it up closer, using that stamp there and that stamp there, and the that's what I used in the centre. So many of my smiles begin with you. And you've got let's celebrate, life is sweeter with friends like you, happy birthday, I love you and thank you, and some other really useful little swirls and elements that you could help sort of like build your backgrounds with. So I just automatically sat and played for about 2 or 3 hours just building all different kinds of backgrounds. And I also used the stamp from in there because it matches with the laser cut speciality papers, which I'll show you in a minute, on this card that I made here. So in there, these speciality papers that you get, I'll show you just a few of them that I got when we were at our on stage event. They're so detailed, obviously like laser cut, so they're cut perfectly. They're very vanilla on one side and whisper white on the other, but of course you can go in with your ink pads or your stamping blends and colour them. That's 2 of them. I haven't got them all because we shared out what was in the and there's that one. Look how detailed this is. Look at that. It's absolutely stunning. And I'd be tempted, I think, to cut into that. There's also a big 12 by 12 sheet that's like that you can cut into. So that's 2 more. You've got this gorgeous vine. And then that part is the other half of that part there. Because I was a bit mean and I wanted to make it go as far as possible. So I cut it in half and then I just sort of like made a little border to go to hide the join, and then used the stamp from the stamp set to sort of like show the what am I trying to say, to kind of copy the detail over so that I could get away with only using half a sheet. So yeah, that's, and then a little extra thing with this thing is this trio punch. Now with this punch you've got it punches this little floral detail into the corners of your card. It rounds the corners, and then it's got this little hole for that I stamped all along this border, and so I could thread the ribbon through. It just stamps. I'm just looking for a bit of card. It just punches rather a little hole, so you sort of like go all the way along, and but also the other thing I used it for, this is a bit of a sneaky, I'm just going to see if I could zoom in. If you can see on there, I kind of shaped the, that's better, it's focused. I kind of shaped the corners of the little mat I made to go behind this everyday label punch, just to sort of like make it tie in a bit better. And I did it by, I turned the punch upside down and I thread it, I sort of like pushed my card corner in. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this in the, and I just sort of like got the corner of it in the thing. Can you see? Just got the very corner of it in there and punched, and then it just nicked the corner off. So it gave a very similar, I'll stick that behind, gave a very similar corner to the, so I just think rather than just having a square, that just get a little bit of extra detail. I also used that on the insert of this other card I made. So I punched the detail into the corner, rounded the corners, and I did it again there, but also the stamp, this stamp here, is to work beautifully with that floral corner as well. So I used that and then used the same sentiment off of the Love What You Do. So they all work beautifully together. There's also these lovely cards that are going to be coming in this thing too. So I mean, it'll be so simple to just build a card, just putting these gorgeous little laser cut pieces on top. So that's those, and oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. It is polka dot tulle ribbon. Oh, I've got ink all over my fingers. I got it the right way around. It's that way around. How gorgeous is that? It feels really luxurious, and it's going to tie the most gorgeous bows. You could have a piece of that and then like a piece of your rich raspberry on top. It's just so beautiful. It's so soft and easy to work with. I think you're going to be able to get it in. Also, you're going to get it in Very Vanilla or in Whisper White. So I quite like the Very Vanilla, the creamy colour with these darker. I just think it's the white looks sort of like more harsh, where that sort of like just blends with it better and looks warmer. And the mint macaron, I think you could go cream or Very Vanilla or Whisper White. Both of them work. But that was the card I made using the elements from that suite. So, have you seen anything that you like? I think you've only got to wait a few more weeks and then you'll be able to order some of these lovely goodies. The Love What You Do suite. So these ones with those gorgeous papers and the velvet ribbon and all the things that I made this card with are coming up on a pre-order. So you will be able to get your hands on those earlier than the rest of the catalogue, but I'll let you know as soon as they come available. But I didn't. To show you again, that beautiful little metallic rose. It's just so pretty. And that's this leaf punch I used there. And again, that let me find something to stick behind it. It's just put the little detail in those corner of those things, just little hints, and just to make your card more exciting. I think I'm going to do a tutorial video on how to build some of these backgrounds and show you how just adding a little bit of like silver embossing powder just sort of like lifts them and gives them a bit more of a sparkle. But the simple cards are equally as beautiful. So there you go. I hope you like your little preview, and I can't wait to share more things with you. So thank you very much for your time, and I'm off to play with some of these lovely goodies again. Thank you very much, ladies. Bye-bye.